Yo guys, no bet winner, no entry.
Sports fans out there, are you ready? It's a beautiful evening and welcome to tonight's game. The lady shows up and she's been denied. Oh no. But wait, she's back with Betwin. Wait. Oh, what a beautiful pass. And it's a
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years, and gaming can be addictive.
Me did the young antechwa, and maybe I'm this cabin for Europe. I come a bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. You're easy, you're convenient, you're fast, and sounds so you're free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Let us see come we bushing for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Ooh, yeah! Are you ready? Elevate GH in partnership with Sammy Flex TV Production comes your way with a great opportunity for new and up-and-coming artists as well as already established independent artists, record labels, or talent managers. Packages include quality music video shoots and music promotion. We give you clean shots, better video quality, and the opportunity to promote you and your work across the globe. For more details and enquiries, call 0553 049 693 or 050 4323640. Elevate GH and Sammy Flex TV Production. Everything for the culture.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
All right, so we are ready. As a matter of fact, we are seated here waiting for the cameraman to say action. And as much as he said it, then it means we can go. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV with my charges, Roland Amati, already in your shot. He is a publicist, also the man who can really turn your career around as a talent manager. He is also seated here. And Abbas has been pulled through his fasting to come and talk. Yeah, I was not sure he was coming. I thought you were on a break, a fasting break. That was what Richie told me.
Yes. I was on a break. I started last week.
Okay.
By the call from Richie.
It was a disturbing call.
Oh, no, not really. But one need to step in. This is home for me.
Yeah.
No matter where I am.
Yeah. So when I saw, I was, fasting ambassador has come. I see. So today we will bless you in the name of Sammy Flex TV. So you go and pray for us.
Inshallah.
Yeah, we will organize Bibi Kakre. I know the Christians do. They will buy Milo, drink, milk, and bread, and go and give it to their pastor to do fasting. But if you want the pastor to do fasting for you, you are buying Milo and milk for him.
In fact, the pastors demand for a bag of rice, bag of sugar, and stuff. So even the Milo and drink is too small. Now
to do fasting?
Yes.
We are doing for you. So someone who is doing fasting, what is food?
Rice.
What has food got to do with your fasting?
After the fasting, we will break.
Hey, I'm saying all right, no problem. So we also give our token to Abbas to go and fast for us. Yeah, we might not be able to.
So, brother, you can either make it tap send.
Oh, relax, Abbas. We know how to make it. Don't tell us. If you're in Ghana, you don't do tap send.
Okay.
Anyways, our boss is here, Elevate GH, and the project is on. Get your music video shot for you. Just $25,000, directed by Currency. But it will be reduced for you though. Just call the numbers on the commercial and let's do more. In Team Dodi Solomon, aka Chemo, is also here. And of course, he's our online manager, online digital solutions. You can always contact him for him to sort you out. To Digital Rasta Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor, director of the show. And you for always watching us and putting down your comments. So Chemo was telling me yesterday, you guys did not spare us. What did we do? In fact, I've not gotten time to read the comments, but Chemo was telling me that yesterday you guys were woto-wotoing us. You were giving it to us woto-woto for saying what exactly? Chemo, what was their problem?
Yeah,
you have paid attention to it.
Generally, it's about criticizing Black Sheriff.
Because of Black Sheriff?
Yes.
Eh?
Yes.
So they are saying we shouldn't critique Black Sheriff?
They think that he hasn't done anything to deserve their criticism.
That's what they think.
The commentary that we made yesterday.
That's what they think?
Yes, and I saw somewhere even saying that it's because Shatawale is not part of it, so you want to...
It's not part of what?
The VGMA. And Black Sheriff is part of it, and because of jealousy, that's why you want to do something like that. It's all good. They are also sharing their views. Just that it shouldn't be, they shouldn't feel like by all means we are after Black Sheriff, we want to do something to him or something. No. It's about the issue. Without
so all the good things we've said about Black Sheriff on this part, they didn't see it.
No, they didn't see it.
No problem.
And
so they saw the other one.
Yeah.
So when we speak good, they don't see it. But when we speak, they see it.
I think they see the bad.
Then I'm encouraged to do that more. I want them to see me talking about Black Sheriff.
I think we have done so many things involving Black Sheriff's issue, and most of them, well, based on what we have discussed, I think most of them is about the positive of what he's been doing, how he's enjoying his fame and whatever is going on. But they don't, it seems they don't take notice of that one. But if it is about something that he has done that we are talking about it, then they have issues with it. So yesterday, but I mean that's the job, so we will not stop.
I'll find time to read some of them, and if I have to respond to them, like the new job, I'll respond to them. Now I have a new job of responding to comments, so you keep them coming. Anyways, that was just by the way. Thank you to Tap Send for also being here on Sammy Flex TV. You can send money from abroad to Ghana via Tap Send. Download the app on your phone, Google Play Store, iOS, and again, make sure you put in your details, including the promo code, which is Sammy Flex. With this, you get to enjoy some $10, £5 or €5 based on your location. It is the fastest and the quickest way to send money from abroad to Ghana. Now, I have seen a gentleman say something, and with what I watched, I saw it to be a reckless statement. This same gentleman, after saying that with all the impunity, has come back to apologize. Then I'm here asking, in this industry, we see many people making such reckless comments like this. What is the solution to stop these guys? This guy and his likes. What is the solution to stop them so that they stop all these unnecessary statements that they are making about people? First, let's watch what he said and we'll come back to watch the apology. Richie, let's go for it.
I saw me kind of say. Yes, me say. I saw me kind of say. I saw me kind of say. Yes, me say. I saw me kind of say. I saw me kind of say. Me kind of say omu nyina ye hook up. Hey, guy. Mati ase. Me kind of say omu nyina ye hook up. Me say a big num e ye hook up.
100% here.
Omu be 70% e ye hook up. What I'm going to make us. Just that time sini no. Obi na 20-50 million sini mu do. Apart from Lewin e japo.
Na omoji we cha be dem.
Omo as a production manager, location manager, my year over 10 years. Minimum me twa mo ka, minimum no mo dey here. Ati enti no me say, obi na 50 million, I was need apart from Lewin e japo. E man no say e bi mo, no mo nyina.
Ah, obi ti ma bo e bi.
Nti mo obi edi, be play hook up.
Sa. Even so na like I'm not train kuna no me ska dey sa that so you
very be no be train no one na woman ska and the man about o pe challenge we say nya Dakar we say nya Dakar to be a baby me na maka they say a man e bi mu e ye hook up o si mu oba bi no give them obi a wan line o ye no be obi a line say e
50 million da
obi a wan give them o si na ma for me na japo obi a no wan give them it was a man e bi mu ye hook up Davido e bi ni wan me go behind me say woman actress no apart from Lorraine Japo woman wan give 50 million pen obi a no wan give 50 million it's man wan see fie no say e bi e ye hook up
Boy, after do must fear, do na offer percentage.
Penny4, and then nobody that don't move. Hook up. Then they don't the man and then man. Baby hook up. May say a binum. What I said be endorsement. My drums will endorsement. Also, we say endorsement. Baby, you'll be on here apart from movie. No, sometimes so sneaky as 150 million. It's there. What I say, I'm a production manager, location manager. I'm a location manager, production manager. I'm not a artist, and I'm going to be a agent. And to me, so be a 50 million. Apart from the way I joke.
Hello, Adwa.
Mama.
I don't know me for no. There's one other social media. My favorite.
Nana.
Hello.
Nana.
My favorite agenda at one more. I'm sorry, I can come like a lawyer friend. Oh, you're very careful.
Nana, Jimandia. Nana. Piao.
Oh, you're very careful. On paper, I get myself back.
Nana, where do you? Abuche.
On paper, before I raise my temper, catch up on the water. On paper, before I raise my temper. So when you want to hear that, I saw the cat and you don't see that. I just saw a car, they put it on the phone. They got two accounts and pro.
Mama, Emsa, we're free, our man, so we're free, our man, so we're free, our man. Nana, where do you Abuche? Emsa, Kwame, dear, someone, Nana, only wouldn't I do my pay. Yeah, Medene Becasana, Chopa Bia, or the Bebre movie Fraternity, and ask him to listen. We did.
And second in a mistake, and you say, I don't know, you know, Sabi,
Nana,
maybe I'm a number of mistake. The one is denying, if I say, if I give the most opportunity, my warrior, a man, Mura. That's the way I'm going to say.
Yeah.
If you call a course to come on in your crap, I'm going to have a number for the friend.
Of course.
So better social media, the man or any warning. How dare you?
Okay, I think now the plot is getting thicker by the minute. So the gentleman who was speaking out here is a movie person. He has been doing management of actors on set and doing location or shoots. And he said that when it comes to the female actors or actresses over the years, none of them has taken any huge amount of money that can help them to even build houses and buy the expensive cars and the kind of luxury lifestyle that they are living. Because of that, he thinks about 70% of them are practicing hookup. Do you know hookup? Hookup is that gentle ashawo where the person doesn't go and stand by the street side, but she's available on the line. If you call her, no, she go pick Uber, pim, right there and come for simple. And take him money and put him back for inside and go to the next room available. That is hookup. And that is what Kwame Boga seems to be saying. But you heard Mr. Sedu and the husband, they are now chiefs. Queen Mother and Chief on the phone, giving it to him, woto, that if he doesn't apologize, if he doesn't retract, what they will do to him, The next day, no, Udua, why I said Kuntumre, this is your good so. Why am I or the honor of Pacho?
Pacho, me didn't Kwame Boga. Me Pacho, me actor. Me Pacho, me didn't Kwame Boga. Me Pacho, me actor. Me Pacho, Makaka Sebia, actually, Sebi, Siniforma, Ibimu. Mr. Monfanchemi. Mr. My bonny, Monfanchemi. Now me can't agro, he interview can I agro, but none is to be dressed and say, Miss Monfanchemi. And my Sebi, when he needed Messi, ever can be. I'm a man, young but Missing Becasai. My Messi, patch of Fachemate. Wow, Baname. Wow, ban me. So, fetch me. Nana, Kunsu Hine, Nana, a patch of water. None is a cast and I make an cast papa. Miss Cyril, fetch me, being CPU. I know Kunsu Hine. Wow, the enemy, a patch of a being CPU, fetch me. Moving producers, Miss Rubian fetch me. Crew, a patch of Anka say you will be fetch me. A being CPU with that. My phone pa my number pa obi a chew obi an fan cheme bi si bi mu da kun so hene nana ba cho fa cheme ati ma mercy Mr. Facheme e bi si bi obi bi ase within the Kwame Boga ya cheme das.
All right, so that was the apology statement coming from Kwame Boga. And Roland, let me start this with you about recklessness in our industry and how we can deal with them. And did he goof indeed?
Oh, Rasami, yes, he did.
He goofed, huh?
Big time, big time. In fact, the example or the point that he was even trying to make was even bogus. Saying the fact that they don't, he's not seen any of them take about 5,000 Ghana cedis on a project before, so they can't do whatever they are doing. That is a very bogus statement to make.
Okay.
Yes, the fact that you are with somebody and has never given him a certain amount of money doesn't mean that you follow the person throughout his or her dealings. You don't know what the person does, and for you to just quickly jump into conclusion and say this is what the person is doing, whilst you don't even have the balls to mention names, it's bogus. Even if they are into that, since you don't even have the balls to even mention anybody's name, then it makes whatever argument you are trying to make very nonsense. Like you don't say this. This is very reckless. Like generalize, and you've generalized it. If you have a problem with a specific person or a group of people, you can call them out and address your issue, and we will know that okay, this is the problem you have with them. But for you to come out and say oh, because you've not seen any of them taking 5,000, so they are all into hookup, which is why you see them in those logs.
Oh, but he didn't say all.
He says some of them.
Yes.
No, but even if it is one person that
and he was actually able to quote a percentage.
Yeah, he's able to quote a percentage, and it is the majority of them. Once you can't even mention one name. Once you can't even like maybe you have an idea of what the person is doing. You don't even have the balls to mention even one person's name, and you think you can just go around and make such reckless statements. The only way we can stop some of these things. That is the hard truth. We can't stop them, and especially with the way the media has now been disintegrated into so many avenues, it will be very difficult for us to stop some of these, like stop them from making some of these statements. But we can only make sure they don't become, like they don't cause more harm than it comes, or like whenever it comes, in the sense that whenever we sense the person has goofed as a society, whichever with the authorities involved, we need to put these people to check. That is the only
Should he be punished in any form?
Well, with the statement that he made, since he wasn't specific to anybody, like he just made a very vague statement, it will be somehow a little difficult for you to say, okay, we want to punish him, because you would have to determine the extent of the damage that has been caused to you, which will also determine what punishment you want to give to him.
Okay.
So unless people come out to say, oh, these statements that you made has made us lose one or two, or has putting us in a certain bad position, then the whole industry or even their fraternity can say we want to sideline you, or you've given us a bad image, so we want to do this or that to you. Other than that, yes, it is one of them reckless statements that people make each and every day. And so far as they've come out to apologize, or they've been caused to do the right thing, they've been called out to do the right thing and to apologize, I think the only thing we can do is also caution him and make sure he sticks with the apology. Because people usually do these things and they come out to apologize, not because they are remorseful or they mean what they are saying or the apology they are making, but because people are calling them out to it, or people have threatened certain actions on them. which is what the husband of Messi did to him. That is why I think it is one of the major reasons why he came to apologize. Exactly. So make sure, regardless of whether they mean it or not, we minimize that energy of them going back to make such statements.
Okay.
And that is the only thing we can do as a society as at now, because we can't stop these people from making such statements, because it is just like entering into their head. It is impossible. So they can make it anywhere, anyhow, but the effect of it is what we have the power to minimize. We don't have to fool some of these reckless statements, but we have to call them to book so they do the right thing.
Okay, Chamo, let me get you next on this.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think it's a reckless statement, and nobody should encourage or in any means push it, so that other people will even hear of it or have the courage to also do same. In fact, sometimes when it happens like this and nothing happens, then some people, or when a positive thing come out of it for the person who said it, then it will encourage some people to also go that direction. Because when Kwame Boga said it, he got a lot of likes, clicks, and maybe out of that he is now a big guy. Then based on that, others will also say, okay, let me take the same route. And we have example like Bongo Ideas. People threw light on him, like they did something that, in my opinion, wasn't good at the time, and they brought him up. Like he got into the spotlight because of what happened, because of the reaction after his actions. Because he had done that so many years ago, but we didn't know until some celebrities decided to punish him in their own way, and then the guy came out the way he did. So we have to be careful when some of these things come up. I mean, it's difficult to take him to court. I mean, if you take him to court, what will be your complaints, and then the damages that you want to, or the kind of punishment that you want.
If they are to go to court, the charge will be defamation.
Against who?
Against the actresses.
To the actresses, all the actresses.
No, not all. Any actress, any actress can come up and claim.
And claim,
yes, that and claim that the thing has had an effect on her.
Because they do hook up.
No, because someone has alleged that they do hook up.
No.
You see, defamation comes up when maybe out of your dealings, something someone has done affects your dealings.
Yes.
So someone can also come and say, because of what he said, I was going through a deal and someone said, oh, you guys, you are hook up.
You can't just say it and then think that yes, we will take it like that.
You have a window to what he said. He gave a percentage strike, so he can equally come out and say you are
the one who applied wouldn't know who is part of the percentage.
So if you take him to court and say you are not part of the percentage, what do you say?
What will you say? It's as simple as that.
The way he said it is reckless. We don't have to tolerate it, but you can't take him to court on this. You can't hold him to it. One thing is that we have to take it as reckless, or we have to treat it with the contempt that it deserves. That's what we can do, and we should sometimes we should ignore some of this things so that we don't put prominence on it, like for people to I mean, because if you think about it, one, you can't take him to court, but look at what Ohineyere, the chief, did. You came on air, yes, speaking about it, threatening him even on air and all that, the things that you do to him, you let your lawyer call him and all that. And if nothing happens, what do you think will happen? Those who want to go that direction will also do it. After all, nothing will happen. After the threat, nothing comes out of it. So I think when it comes like that, yes, sometimes a best show in your own way, you may not feel comfortable for the way it came out, but be careful, like try to think about it carefully so that you also not react in a way that it will even be positive for him. That's what happened to Bongo Ideas. Their reaction turned out to be positive for Bongo Ideas. And now we mention him from time to time because of that. So the same thing should happen to this guy. Yes, you even after the statement, you can, if he is part of an association, you can report him to the association, tell the association to deal with him in their own way based on their code of conduct. Because this one, it can't go beyond taking him to court or something. Like, deal with him in a way that ethics. That he will feel it, but it will not be like, because of what he said, you come out and say whatever you want to, you say a whole lot, but nothing will happen to him. It will just encourage others to also do same. So yeah, this is not a good thing. I mean, and people should not encourage them, especially when the people at the back, they were trying to, I mean, tell him that, hey, you can't go that way. At the same time, they were laughing, taking it as it, So it's more like a joke kind of thing that he was doing, and that's how they took it. That's why I'm saying that Ohinere and then the husband should also take it like that. But they can report him to appropriate quarters for him to be punished. And you can also debunk what he said. In fact, the basis of his statement was that because they are not taking more than 5,000, they can't build houses. So if they are building houses, then his conclusion would be they are doing hookups. I mean, that's I don't know. Why do you conclude that because you are dealing with somebody that you are paying something little, they can't build a house? What if they are doing something else? As in, he even mentioned Nana.
No, I'm sure he'll come back to say he knows what they do. Yeah, because we minimum
yeah.
If someone has if Biano made man, because we minimum.
Yes, and the thing is, he may even know some of them who are actually doing the hookup, but he will come out and generalize and say something like this. That's why it's wrong, and we can't just tolerate it or say something just to push it up for us to discuss or anything like that. Okay. I think when it comes like that, we should just treat it with that contempt, and it will not go anywhere.
So that it's natural.
Yeah.
Okay, Abbas, speak finally on this, and let's move on to the next business.
Assalamu alaikum to everybody.
Alaikum salam.
May the peace of Ramadan be with all of us.
Amen.
Brasami, I also want to announce to the public that the promotion is ongoing, and people have started calling. And those who have called and said they are going to prepare, we are still waiting on you prepare. But we've started shooting. By the grace of God, this weekend we are going to shoot
the first project.
Yeah, first project, and the call keep coming, and we say keep coming. No matter what you have, just come and talk to us. We will talk to you nicely, and we'll have good content. We are grateful that at least our director is an international standard director.
$25,000.
And his videos are clocking more than 100,000 views.
I know, right?
On YouTube. I'm very sure one of our videos by the end of the month, April, we should have 1 million views.
Amen.
And I can be able to share that confidently with the public.
Amen. That's what's up.
Subject like this, I would lovely wanted to run away from it, but because of the kind of who we are, first of all, I said this is a boy talk. The moment I saw the video, the first thing that came to mind is just boys talking in a normal arena, and they are vibing. Then one of them remove camera and start to shoot. Then two, it's also depending on the person who is talking. What is his value? He's a production manager, he's a location manager. He have seen money. He distributes money to people, but he doesn't distribute money for himself. He saw people making life, but he doesn't make life for himself. Until wafa won the team say, me kwa me cheska mas me kwa media so chance mes but me man fad media kwa anya dey anya hwi onu need dey no obetumi dey den. That are the thing they have, but most of them also forget that, you see, when you take 5,000 and the woman take 2,000, know in your head that you've taken 2,000, she has taken 5,000, because before she will leave location, the food she will eat, the water she will drink, the dress she will wear,
all be catered for by
you. And even if she's going home, you escort her home. Follow the things that you don't need to follow home, and you pay for it. Out of that, your big money. Then Air's little one will be there. She will reserve it. She will save it, and she will do something with it.
What a story!
So at the end of the day, when she's progressing in your head, you've concluded for her. Now, a lot of them also feel pain because they've actually make passes to these women and they never succeed. So in their head, I'm farmer me because me niska. Say me niska me bet ya the farmer no was counting a year then and farmer. Now who ho or any wo ho one and the farmer who you super jaro po na wa use Niza micra. Obi use Tundra. Oh use Range Rover. One and our person farmer. Niza micra. One kasa no ye the girls been signing to her. The enim your friend is saying sorry to say beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. But then I won't offend Yema, own friend, who Fred your one affair. So was why you and Kaubina, own fair actress, Ubepe, Ebia, Obibia, or your production for from your main stand, and you're now bet chasing. But I won't chase you on, but I will chase him in stand. So, sad your way in a multiple no, Eki count. Into sure, Nangasana in the Padua, anything or Casana. These are the conclusions I am coming out with. Now, the end part where me can say enkosi aga the ebesi pan say why lock anangofona lock say Kumasi eno mo no waka baby omo kan a traditional and still traditional environment yet to many ni ko ayinfie e mani twadwan mani yeye yet to me catch Kuma wood any ngofo omo twitwa sini sesi a ombadwane no ena obi abafili se na no enkata woni ni bo bra sebi dakru obebe den oba can obedwem. So those things will affect him. But then kan kromu ha court men na odini eko defamation men na defamate you on board within on friend percentage of friend yet to me you film tell na wo yes ni kwa na bi satan ni kwa no on your production manager or your location manager and or your boy you look at yourself wama osikada na oma osikada se watua uda no abeka na usu onusu mema review do court enya onu one way usu ya bisa say abrabo na oboye no then now this can ye fear we see ye no 300 million fee no scammer na odi twa sa onusu na wa ma aba ehwe wuto nti usu abrabo no bo ne sen then now the boy receipt wo he sini be na otwa ye utwa 3 billion sini nti say utwa 30,000 pieces and 3,000 sini ni ahwe 2,000 times 3,000 times your survivor time tax now utua ye no income tax no tua ya na nti udu court sane wa we ni na ye be saw nti usu ese unyedi na say ye kromu ana me ka che nkofo bebre say wa bongo ideas me say bongo ideas have only one secret and most of us know it but just that our moral right will not let us do it or where we are coming from if you do that thing they won't come and say that they won't come and say social media and this
but don't say it
don't say now what is you guys your fear
you know you pricks on people's emotion it's people's emotion it pricks on so by the time ubedwin no oni wako and to say the autumn when you feel like you are sinking in the sea, don't rush. That is the time you need to be like calm. Unlike river, when you are sinking, you need to try hard to stay afloat because you will be going down. But in the sea, you are going forward. The more you rush, the more the sea can overpower you and push you further because you are paddling it. That is how Bongo Ideas is doing people right now. When he was dealing with Nanaba and Co in silence, nobody knows him. The moment they came to prick him to the world, and now the world knows him. It is better if I can't be Jesus Christ, and I can be Adolf Hitler. It is better. Even after all, Adolf Hitler's followers. Do you get it?
Yeah,
if not at all, crown the devil have fans. So basically, that's what I can say.
Well, Karen Burger has apologized. So let's also use this to teach people that it is not everything we say for clout. The clouting bag is too much in this our industry. You guys love chasing clouds too much. In fact, when the guys were even trying to let him change his position, he was still adamant. You know, on your person 70%, and you're okay, and you're now ebinum, still no I can't quite still ebinum now no can't quite but well, that is just by the way. Let's move on to something Kwabna has said, and I would want us to discuss that as well before we move on to the next business. Now, Kwabna thinks that the reason Nigerians are still dominating our music charts in Ghana is because one, they have actually bought our own people, like Abbas Dems, because they know they love money. So they've given money to Abbas Dems that, guys, pluggers, make sure we are disturbing Ghanaian sounds. Then Abbas Dems take money and they start doing the work. Two, he even thinks that when it comes to our TikTok influencers, Nigerians have bought all of them as well. And because of that, they are not even doing any activity with songs made from Ghana or made in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, Kwabna was on OK FM with Abeku Santana, Kwanso Jojo. And that was when that statement was made. Now, when I watched the video, I saw the video, I was like, so Kwabna knows all this and he's been keeping quiet for us to suffer. Why has he not been talking about this all the time? He says he knows some industry people, key industry people, they've taken money from Nigeria just to make sure their songs will just flood the system here in Ghana. Is that the case? Let's go catch a snippet of that interview. When I come back, we are sure going to have a holistic discussion on this.
It starts with the number of people, the percentage. It starts with the number of people, the percentage of Ghanaians on the internet are almost feeding with music on the internet. Two, the next thing is also the investment in our music, because we can't deny the fact that there is a machinery of Ghanaians here who push Nigerian music underground. There is a machinery. Industry players, people are giving budgets, people are giving money to actually make sure that their music is all over the place. And with that kind of investment, and Sammy releasing the album from Sa, of course, the mileage of Nigerian music in we know that for a fact. So why are we all surprised? One said we have seen that Ghana, your top 10 Nigerian music, and we are all acting like ostriches. We've done the work and they have attained the results. And it was done by Ghanaians. So, I want to applaud them. And then again, appeal to them. You get what I'm saying? Go to our TikTok. They have all been employed by Nigerians. Our TikTok influencers are all employed by Nigerians to work for them. And that's the machinery. And it will work. I'm not against it. But me, Kwabna, I don't have that budget to be able to pay all the TikTokers to actually pick my songs on the album to do it that way. It would have been #1 on Apple Music if I have that machinery. So we are Ghanaians who want to feed. You see, apart from anything, let me say this. Our society is such that we enjoy any money. We don't really care where it comes from. That's our society. Our society is sikano ebi whatever it is sikano ebedi. So even if a sika wojinwe dinner fi umami eku we want to take it. That is us as Ghanaians. Inti yeni ya say adwuma na mana.
All right, so remember there was a discussion somewhere last week where Nigerian songs topped our Apple Music charting here in Ghana. I'm sure Kwabna is still not out of that pains. And Abeku Santana asked him questions why it is happening like that. And those were his reasons. That one, industry people, key industry people, they have taken money from Nigerians just to make sure their songs flood the system. Two, they bought all our TikTokers, including the dead Ahofe. May he so rest in perfect peace. For taking money to trend Nigerian songs. Abbas, you have been talking about taking money. You see where you are taking us to as a country.
Brasami,
Kwabena has finally exposed people like you.
Okay, Brasami. Before I will say that his talk is reckless.
Hey.
And
Kwabena talk is reckless.
No, he's reckless. First of all,
how?
To me,
he is speaking truth to power. No,
me too. I'm telling him the truth. To me, I'm also feeling second that what he's saying. He's not thinking of anybody apart from himself.
That is not reckless.
To my side, is reckless because how can you look at me in this hot sun in Ramadan? You tell me that when somebody come and give me money, I should think of Ghana. Which Ghana? Is Ghana or my Ghana? And are the Ghana and Anado is in?
But be patriotic a little bit.
To who?
To the country.
Which country? These are questions we need to ask ourselves. Which country? Ghana. All of us are in. He alone is in, or me alone I'm in, or TikTok are in. So emotion the person First of all, before we will come to him, you should know on the various place. Majority, you know, the last time I was telling you I'm striving very hard to work as much as I can to be an executive of some of these things. You know, I tried one thing that come around movie to be at the top executive of it, and something happened and they fold up.
Yeah.
You see, when the system entirely frustrate them like this, then they go away.
Okay.
You see, when our guy was a Twitter head in Ghana or in Africa, we were happy, right?
Meister.
Yeah, Meister.
Like, yeah.
Brand Meister. He was Twitter head in Africa. So no so afodi abako. When he was there, and he was amplifying.
I sent him a message to give me a blue tick. He didn't.
When he was
now, I have my blue tick.
When he was amplifying most of them, giving them blue ticks, doing a lot of things, did they talk complain about it? When he was pushing for Ghana space across Africa, across West Africa, were they complaining? Now they should know that Apple Music, YouTube, and co. Majority of the executives who are supposed to make things work and the engineers are all Nigerians, or most of them are Nigerians, if I should say. Just a few have offices in Ghana and have reps. Let me also come. In making key decisions, I told you some years ago, Nigerians employ me and they pay me good money, even at that time.
I remember.
Now. You know Pep? Pep works for Davido. We know how Davido show him off anyhow. And when he worked with Maya Kun and co, how they showed him off. The opportunities they gave him. How many of the Ghanaian artists have given the Ghanaians they are working with such opportunities? Dada Obi works with Patoranking. We all know how Patoranking flaunts him, push him forward to do things. And he relates with him as a Ghanaian Nigerian in a good faith.
Dada, someone gave me some information that the Patoranking told his people that everybody at all who brings a show for a certain period, everybody at all who brings a show, he will take just 10%, and you, the person, take everything. Yeah, he did it for his people. Yes.
So you are rich
for a period, though. Like say, okay, the month of April.
Fashion
what the show will be?
Maybe show be back to
yeah, carrying now.
No,
he was ready. That was what he was also doing for them.
To help you.
Because you see,
sit down,
and when I heard that, oh, that was smart. Go on. If you want to mean this can mamo. Into more famra.
Yes.
Do kwaje ketwaba was and he paid you. In fact, this can be his pay for you for
years. For life.
But ranking, you cannot pay him less than $50,000.
Brasami, imagine what you just said right now. Shatawale tell you this today.
Can make the deal.
That June, Sammy, show me how me for 20%, 580. Brasami, name free order catch me. Oh, now testing your avance. The following you have show, sir. And Brasami doing them. Oh boy, anything less than 100,000 Ghana cedis. Oh boy, hey. 20,000. Hey, share. Brasami anka ye. And when that artist does that for you, Brasami, do you think I will leave that artist? Do you think I will be?
But Kwabena is saying he doesn't have that kind of money, so people should stop taking everything money and be a little patriotic. That's what I'm saying.
That's I mean, when you also watch the space, in recent time, Nigerians themselves have come out, the likes of Inyanya, P Square and Co. have come out saying that the music business is very expensive for even them. And now, you said this some few days ago, that look, right now, the spiritual music is no more there. So when you get one, thank your God. But if you don't get the rest of it, the ingredient of it is actually the money. And nobody actually also determine which music blows. Okay. The music engineering themselves decide to blow which one. If I'm pushing a lot of music to somebody, that doesn't mean, that doesn't mean the person will help it blow. Yeah. But say I push it into the eyes of people, they will surely take some. But you can't say because you don't have the money to give me. So if somebody have the money to give me, I shouldn't take that person's money. But I mean, how does he want me to survive? I am a family man. I feed a wife. I feed a child. I feed other people. You buy. And in addition, I have mother. Bills and all. Yes, I have mother. I have father. I have light bill. I have water bill. ECG for 1 week. To me so can water on yeshia omadum. So bless me. Internet says here. The internet in sorry near sorry near. So if that one too doesn't come, how do we survive? How does he want me? He want me to be working for the past over 5 between 10 for the past 10 to 5 or so years that I've been working in this industry. On person me dear, Messi die. On person me toka. Bicycle on person me to. Me dear me say because of Ghana and his Kwabna or his Kelvin Boy or his Kojo King. So on the obon numwa. Na me for free. Na ma push ya na ma G into truwa. Na Nigeria need the dollar. Eji na me kwanchi. Se pa cho push nyuma me. No so ye bibini. We say after. Ye were after. You see free trade Africa.
Okay, Chamo. Obviously, Abbas doesn't agree with Kwabna.
Yeah,
Abbas is not trying to be nationalistic and patriotic in his approach.
Yeah. And unfortunately, me too. I don't agree with him.
You too.
Oh yeah. I mean, what he was saying, it has nothing to do with business. It has nothing to do with even the basic surviving instinct that human beings have. It lacks those things, and if that's how he wants us to live, we will not even have a society that he says we have to be patriotic about. There will not be any Ghana if we think like him, the way he's talking. Yes, because we are in a very competitive era this time around. If you don't do what somebody can even do better, then you are not in it to compete. In fact, you are not in it to survive. Okay. Look at even the tech industry that we have. Day in, day out, somebody is coming out with an innovation to kill other person's innovation. Yeah. That's the competition we are in. We have a lot of tech companies folding up because they couldn't compete technology-wise. They couldn't innovative, like they didn't have enough to combat the competition at that time. And you want people to just serve you or do things for you because you are Kwabna, or you are a musician in Ghana. So if a Nigerian is coming for me as let's say a TikToker who has good numbers, I shouldn't take it because Kwabna music is there and he will not pay me anything. He doesn't have money, but I shouldn't take Davido's money or Wizkid's money because he's coming from Nigeria. How? Why are you even thinking like this? It's wrong. I mean, if he's not ready for the music business, let me put it that way. And he has, I mean, we know Kwabna, he's not like a new artist, or he's not, or even an ordinary artist. He's huge. Yeah. He has done it. He has seen it all. Yeah. He has chopped music money.
He's tested it before.
Yeah, he has tested it. So I'm surprised that he will go that direction. If you can, even if you don't have money, there's a way to talk to people. for them to believe in your vision, for them to believe in what you are doing, and then they will go with you, provided you also do the needful when the time comes. Some of them, the way he is talking, you can dedicate your whole career to his music. He will blow and you will be nowhere to be found.
Yeah. And often that has been the story of many.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't talk business. Look at the way he's talking. And his point is that they have bought, in fact, he didn't even say that we do it for the Nigerians for free. So why don't you do it for us? He's saying that why are you taking their money to work for them instead of doing it for us for free? Come on. What kind of logic is this?
Because he wants you to protect your industry first.
For who? Oh, no, for who? The point is for who? You protect the industry for who? For Kwabena and his likes, or for the musicians, and then they will come back to insult us that we are always talking, trying to show them that we know it all, but we don't have anything.
So if I can't buy 5
We don't have anything. We can't buy cars. We can't. Yes.
Buy shoe.
Shatawale to give it to you guys.
Shatawale whoever be kick can be actually because I hear do my money free. Or no, this kind of good. It doesn't work like that. And the musicians, I think they should come again. They just have to have the business mindset and do business with people, even if you don't have money. We have done some works for people for free because of the way they spoke to us, because of the way that we think.
Approached.
Yes, they approach and thinking that, well, maybe in the near future we also benefit from what is going on. That's how it is done. It's not always about the money. By the way you also talk, it will count. I mean, the way Kwabena is saying things, he's just entitled. It's like those in the space, apart from the musicians or entertainers, those in the space, look at us first, even if we don't pay you. But it's not like that. People, those who are doing work with entertainers, but they are not entertainers, they also have to survive. So you should rather be thinking about how best can we collaborate with our people here so that they will also focus on us. Instead of saying that, why are you taking money but not working for us for free? I mean, it doesn't sit well with me, and I think he should come again. I would disagree with him on any day.
Okay, Ro, speak finally on this and let's move on to the next business.
They are not
Not at all. Not at all. They don't want our music industry to compete. Yeah, they don't want us to compete.
No.
Yeah.
Kwabena has spoken.
True to power.
Thank you. He has said, like, spoken truth to power, because this is the hard truth in their minds. But the truth of the matter is they don't understand how
it
works.
So this is what they think in their minds. But the reality is not what they are saying.
You see, what the analogy that he's just trying to make, Bebreo. See, he's saying Nigerians have bought most of our TikTok influencers and they are working for them. Partly it is true. Now, the other one is that some of them have not been bought directly, but indirectly. And the indirect issue is that they've invested in a certain way which is indirectly hooking up to them. So somebody has paid for his or her song to be embedded on #1 on TikTok trends. And these influencers have no other choice than to jump on those stuff. That is the indirect one.
Okay.
And the direct is employing these people to work for them. So that is it. The other one is that Kwabena and his likes, or the other musicians, do not think about any other system in the ecosystem. Like they don't think about them, and that is selfish thinking.
Okay.
So to them, they think that if the musician is satisfied, then everybody is satisfied.
Yeah.
That is in their mind, though. So because they are on top, everybody should just be on a standstill and make sure they are on top before we can have our peace or we can chop.
Everything should cease.
No, see, they expect everybody in every department to study what they do and give them solutions as to even how to survive. But how we survive, how we operate, how we even do our things to even make them survive, you know.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Is this a Kobna alone thinking, or you think
many of them,
these musicians?
Oh, many of them, many of them, many of them.
This is how they think.
Yeah, many of them, because you see, for a TikToker to have, or for somebody to have even influence online, let's look at the amount of money involved, even in buying data to sustain yourself online,
in putting out the content.
This has to be very consistent, and it is not even for a year. Nobody can say I am, unless you go viral, and even that oneself, you need money to sustain it.
Yeah, because after the virality, you still have to make sure there is something that will sustain you.
Exactly, and it doesn't come cheap. You need to find something to sustain it. It is money. Where does the person have, these musicians ever sat down to think that? Where does these people, or where do these people get the money from to just sustain their platform? Or they think Sammy Flex TV has been just established to serve musicians? Sammy Flex TV is just there. We don't pay bills. We don't pay salaries. Nothing is being done. The studio setup is just there. The internet is just there. And we are supposed to make sure that when he releases a song, it is our duty, it is our responsibility. In fact, it is mandatory for us to promote it. It is not a crime for us to promote it. But we also ask ourselves, yes, for us to do it, it means you will be benefiting something. And what will be our benefit? That is one question that they don't ask themselves, they don't answer. Let somebody, or let Sammy Flex be off the platforms you are on, and let's calculate the number of calls you receive from them. But when they get off the system and they don't get them calls, they will come and hold your neck for you not calling them. Then they will come and cry.
Not helping them to get their calls.
The system have sidelined us. They are not helping us. But see, let's count the number of Sammy Flex caliber for the past 5 years who are off the scene now. We can get about 100. Let's call them one by one and ask them of their stories. How many musicians that they've ever rode with. Even call them. So if today Kwabna is saying that Chemu and Abasmo, they just take any money.
They just take any money.
Any money.
Without considering where it's even coming from.
Where it is even coming from.
As much as it is money, they will grab.
Then he should know, and they don't do their own. He should know that they are not speaking the right business language.
Okay.
Because Kwabna knows and understands that it is not always about money. If it is not always about money, he should rather find out, okay, aside the money bit, what are the other things that are enticing these people to do this
what
thing?
they are doing.
Perhaps, like we said, it is a percentage strike. There is a certain level of commitment somewhere and not direct money.
Okay.
If you can do that, which I know they can, but they simply won't. Call an artist and say, I want to dedicate myself for the next 5 years to promote your stuff. All I need is about 2% of your revenue. Let's call about 10 of our artists and ask them how many of them will do this. They won't that.
There's a kindness of obey.
Share.
Or calling more to Yensis agreement.
Money, Koji. Would him? Cause I say we no Koji $200,000 CCI. Or till 2% now.
And the as a crew.
Exactly. So in that light, how do you want us to survive and be relevant for you to see us fit to even come and do your job? Because Kwabna, there are so many people in the space who are willing to do everything free for Kwabna. But you see, he won't like them or call on them because to him they are not relevant. The people who you think are relevant, they did not just become relevant out of space. It took some level of commitment and effort and money into it. Who pays for that? If they are able to answer, they will know why the people are not working for them, but are rather taking people's money to work for them.
Okay, thank you, Roland Amate. Thank you, Abbas. Thank you, Team Dodi Solomon. Now, I want us to check the album covers of Stonebwoy and Davido, because it looks like there is an agenda being discussed out there, and I want to confirm from my people if that is the part of the agenda that is being discussed out there. So, for information, yesterday Stonebwoy gave us the track list of his album, that is the Fifth Dimension album. And yesterday, same time, Nigeria's Davido also gave us his track list and a teaser, which is still about the same album that we are talking about called Timeless. Interestingly, both albums have some names, similar names on them. Stonebwoy has Angelique Kidjo and Davido also has Angelique Kidjo. Now the other guy, I think that Dexter Daps. He is also on Stonebwoy's album as well as on Davido's album. Now people are saying that, oh, to them, having these two guys on the album there, it means Grammy is assured. Grammys is assured. No two ways about that. So Richie, let's look at the album covers of both people. And so this is for Stonebwoy, where he has listed the 17-track album, Fifth Dimension. And we are so happy about this, as a matter of fact. Interesting lineup, Life and Money, Far Away, More of You, Wumlo, Therapy featuring Oxlade and Tiwa Savage, Forget Secret Lover, Dexter Daps, Run Mereba featuring Mereba, okay, Into the Future, In Control featuring Jaskaris, Activate featuring Davido, which is also out already, My Sound featuring Shaggy, Poteke featuring Maforiza from South Africa, African System, Where Is the Love, Non-Stop, and Manozi, and this one featured Angelique Kidjo. So this is for Stonebwoy. Now maybe we can check what Davido is also about giving us on the Timeless album. So this is it, and Davido has also featured some interesting people there. Okay, let me see if I can get the text right on my phone, because reading from screen is not possible. Okay, I think it is clear here. So over them, Feel, In the Garden featuring Moravi, Godfather, Unavailable featuring Musakis, and BOP or Bop featuring Dexter Daps, Ipe Me, Away Precision, Kante featuring Fave, Namoni, that is featuring the Cavemen and Angelique Kidjo. You, Juju, featuring Skepta, No Competition featuring Asake, Picasso featuring Logos Olori, okay, and For the Road, LCND, Champion Sound featuring Focalistic. Okay, Focalistic is also in South Africa as well. So looking at the blend, looks like Davido and Stonebwoy, they are running around the same circles for each other's album. And my question really is, does it mean having Angelique Kidjo means you are going to get a nomination or a win in Grammys? Because now that has been the conversation. Everywhere you go to, people are saying, oh, Stonebwoy having Angelique Kidjo there, Grammy straight, Grammy straight, Grammy straight. There's even a post from Olele Salvador, and I don't know if Richie has that post. If Richie has that post, I can watch it and read what Olele Salvador, who is also a broadcaster, an influencer, PR person, and this is what he's saying. He said, both Davido and Stonebwoy have Dexter Daps and Angelique Kidjo features on their albums. May the best Grammy hack win. May the best Grammy hack win. So indirectly, what he's saying is that for Stonebwoy and Davido to have these two guys on the album, it means that they are trying to hack into the Grammy system, and the one who will be able to hack well should win. Having Angelique Kidjo and the Stadap on an album, is this a guarantee of winning a Grammy? This is a big question, because ever since the track list came out, that has been the conversation. Hey, Charlie, this one the Grammy, this one the Grammy, this one the Grammy. Is that the case? Shabo, maybe I can start this with you and cast it to this end.
Well, they can say that, but I don't think it's because it's for sure that they will win. But they are both Grammy winners and nominees for several times or years. And then again, if you consider Burna Boy's win, that one too, I think Angelique Kidjo was there. Yes. So they are trying to say something based on that, and then to have Angelique Kidjo on your album, it means, or even in your song, it means it will be a good song. I mean, we know the caliber of person she is. You know what she brings,
what she stands for when it comes to sounds,
and even music in general. She's a good musician that we all know. So it means you are not going to do any music at all, but good music.
Proper music.
Yes, you are going to do a good music, and the quality can qualify for a Grammy nomination and even a win. So that's why people will say that. And well, it's just a prediction that they are giving, and why not? Because the musicians too, they have exhibited, or they have shown that they want something like that. If I can't mention any name at all, not Stonebwoy. I mean, he has said it, and he's been working hard to even make sure that it happens. So, and the prediction, yes, I think it's in the right direction because of the quality of work that they have done. Even their presentations is like they are now giving you a certain standard that when you think of any Grammy nominee or Grammy musician, you can also think of them because they are doing similar things. So why not? If they are going to compete there too, they can also win. And they are marketing the songs too in the space. America, they've been doing whatever it takes to be in that space as well. So I think it's not wrong for anybody to predict that. Just that it's just a prediction. You can't be so sure that because they are in it, you will win by all means. Because they may also be competing with them.
Okay.
And so if you think that they being in your song is a guarantee that you will win a Grammy, what if you are also competing with them? And if they are the ones that will make sure that you win, then they will win because they are also separate artists competing with you as well.
I think it is like the Sarkodie and Black Sheriff kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where people think that Sarkodie's song, The Countryside, that got several nominations.
Yeah.
And Black Sheriff himself also in the same categories.
Yeah.
And thinking that it was Black Sheriff who did the magic for Countryside.
Yeah. So who is going to win? So yeah, I think it's a good prediction, and I think those who are saying that, they have reasons to say that, but it's not guaranteed. That's what we just have to take. You have to do more than just putting a Grammy winner on your album to win. So, and I think they are so far so good for Stonebwoy. I think he has done so much for us to recognize that yes, he's ready for the game and he's also playing it well. So I wish him all the best. And Davido too, I mean, he's been doing his own thing, and I think he can also do the magic. So let's see. As the one guy said, may the best Grammy hack win. Yeah, I will repeat that.
Okay, I see. Awas, do you also think that getting the Stadaps and Angelique Kidjo, it's a sure bet for Grammy nominations and maybe a possible win?
I think
over
so.
1.5%.
I think he's part of the shows.
Talk to your mic.
I think he's part of the HOTS, and he's part of the blue ticks you need to take to be able to get closer to the even nominations. And also, it is not bad to follow who know road and see who have torchlight to the road and follow. Even borrow the battery of the torchlight or the torchlight entirely and follow. And that's what they've done to she's our mother. She has done it. She has been there. She has conquered it. Somebody do some with her. Ibami. Why am I going to be stressing my head?
I mean, just go straight to it.
I just go straight. Let me. I also want it. It's clear. Davido have made it clear. Stonebwoy have made it clear. They want it. And two also, apart from those people they feature, two also their packaging and their approach towards Grammy in these past few years has shown that it's something that they want. And for an artist of their caliber, I think that's the next level. It is not Edis for Davido anymore. It is not VGMA for Stonebwoy anymore. It's not even BET for any of them anymore. It is that Grammy, that thing that will put you on that tour that takes you to the world, on that tour that will put you on UEFA Champions, Champion Premier League, will put you on the final. Is that thing that will put you on that level, on that platform that, yes. Then the third is the market that we are all looking for. The American market is now looking towards sub-Saharan Africa for Afrobeat. And every black-head musician want to go that direction. And I'm more than happy for any other person than Stonebwoy. I'm happy for Stonebwoy than any other person because he has shown with all this lackadaisical attitude, all his mates are showing off, people who are senior in the industry of him. He is not begging for anybody to support him. He is not whatever. He's showing you. His work alone can let you support Stonebwoy. And there are places that Stonebwoy's team, Stonebwoy himself never asked me to talk for them. I talk for them because I'm proud of what they are doing.
They have been able to achieve.
They are not accusing me for taking money. They are also trying way to collect the money from. So if the person is pushing hard enough, why don't you give him the necessary support? When you give them correct business, if I have any link in America, I want to link it to Stonebwoy because he understands business at the level and at the rate he's playing it. I know he plays with Nigerians. And Nigerians, no matter what you bring on the table, they will let you chop some. Because they believe that tomorrow the table or the food can pass through your hand also to come. So no matter who you are. 4, both of them have taken their eyes off their own. I'm telling you, Stonebwoy's mindset is no more like I for do something for Ghana, you know. Now the idea is let me conquer the American market and the Europe market. And I can say he signing Def Jam at this time for him personally is a calculated move. It's not something that the label is partnering with their own calculation. It is him partnering the label for his own calculation at the time he needs it and how he wants it. And he has dedicated his time staying there, living there, doing his own thing. The quality of materials that he drops also show. The kind of material he brings. There are records that he has released like 2 years, 1 year ago, but he still brings it in the fold. What does it mean? He wants to show other people who have not seen those materials to also see it. Then again, the last one that I will add is that he's also not threatened by his brother. Stonebwoy like this have brought Davido back into his album. He's showing you that Charlie, Nigeria factor need there. I can't do away with him. So what I will do is that I will drag him in. Angelique Kidjo is an African factor. I'll drag it in. And let me go and play my card outside there. The American factor is in there. The Europe factor is in there. Let me play my game so that nobody now, when they say Stonebwoy is a musician of a Grammy caliber. And you cannot deny it. And they don't just call him a musician or a Ghanaian song singer, songwriter. No, they call him an Afrobeat musician. So say local play Whiskey come that way, Burna Boy come that way, Stonebwoy come that way, and you can't take that away from them, and that is neat. And Stonebwoy has worked to that standard, and let all of us give him that support in it.
Okay, yes, Roland will speak finally on this. Then we will look at another angle on Stonebwoy's album before we run away from here.
This this is what I call music politics. You need to play it
A
well. Woto. You need to play it well. In fact, you see, these albums are well calculated and planned. The strategies is not to conquer the local market. Aside so 50% is towards the Grammy, of course, and 50% is winning new audience for these guys. So Stonebwoy, we realize, has brought back Activate, which is an already released song with Davido on it.
It's already doing well.
Yes, what it means is that Stonebwoy knows Davido's influence now. Davido is more or less like a hot cake now. Anything you drop about Davido now, people are curious to know what it is. So it means he is leveraging on Davido to help push whatever he's trying to sell. That is one. Davido also has brought Champion Sound. It's also an already released track, and he's also brought it back into the album with vocalistic. So now he's also looking to hit that Amapiano Afrobeat link.
But that is also growing.
Exactly, with that particular move. So now all of them have different approach, but hitting the same target. Stonebwoy is using the video for the numbers. The video is also using vocalistic for the numbers here.
As well as Angelique.
Angelique Kidjo there, she's like boom for there.
But you see, the way you guys are so sure, I'm asking that why does having Angelique Kidjo alone contribute some percentage to your nomination?
Oh yes, it does.
No, I think
how? What are you
not
guys
directly,
saying?
Not directly,
but her involvement.
Yes,
you will meet the standard.
Exactly.
That
so
you will meet the standard, because she will not come and do anything at all with you.
This is what it means for Burna Boy to have Angelique Kidjo in there. You know, Grammy, first of all, you need to go for consideration before you are being even accepted into the scheme, then nominated. So Burna Boy's involvement with Angelique Kidjo, the first one that he presented without Angelique Kidjo, he went for consideration, but the next one with Angelique Kidjo got him. So now this is what it means. Before you are being considered, one, aside you releasing your works there, one of the other ways is to collaborate with the people who are part of the decision makers, because the Grammy CEO said it, that the people that even calls you into consideration are your peers, that we invite them onto the academy. Stonebwoy has been part, Rocky Dawuni has been part, Angelique Kidjo there, she's been part. She's been in there. So having some of these people on your project is more or less like they are known by the scheme. So they know that anything coming from Sammy Flex, who is more or less like part of the board,
a board member,
wouldn't be just any other product. So that is just about 20% or 30%
of the job done.
It is not direct, but indirectly or subconsciously. That is what it means. And aside that, I don't want us to focus more. My focus is not even more on the Grammys. Family man. My focus is not more on the Grammys. My focus is more on winning international numbers. That is where my happiness lies with this kind of approach. Because I know with the kind of collaboration Stonebwoy has had on, like he has on this particular project, he's been able to touch. He has an American collaboration, an European collaboration, a Caribbean collaboration, and as well as, let me say, the African Sub-Saharan. He has that kind of collaboration. So this is somebody that is looking forward to touch base with almost all the corners as far as music marketing is concerned. And that is what I am happy for. So I know Stonebwoy, even if he doesn't get Grammy nomination or he doesn't win Ghana, Stonebwoy with this particular project is hitting certain markets that it will take lots of people some time for them to even know. And that is where my happiness lies. So yes, having Angelique Kidjo and some people on this particular project, very strategic. 50% is definitely for Grammys, and the other 50% I think is to win other international numbers to whatever they have already.
Okay, be on the mic, and let me ask this question as still part of Stonebwoy's agenda. Are you surprised there wasn't any Ghanaian artist on the album? And what does it mean? Stonebwoy has been with them, he started his career with them, has been going to places with them, but on this album, no Ghanaian artist on it. What does it mean? Is it labels, advice? Is it the fact that now, Charlie, I'm bigger than all of you, and where I'm going to, Munruye.
That is not the case.
So which is?
So the case is not about the fact that Stonebwoy sees himself above all the Ghanaian artists. That is not the case.
Okay.
The case is the label's advice and vision he has for his projects now. That is simply the case. It's Stonebwoy. If Stonebwoy has anything to deliver to the Ghanaian market, it is him as Stonebwoy, and not because he wants to tap into any Ghanaian artist. Stonebwoy is huge in Ghana that he doesn't, like in quotes, need anybody's help to hit the Ghanaian market again. All the collaborations he has on this particular project has a certain target audience, which the Ghanaian.
So Ghana is not part.
It's not part. Hey, if you want Stonebwoy, if Ghana wants to be part, then we should look at Stonebwoy. That is why he has tracks on there, which he did alone. So we should just enjoy Stonebwoy and not Stonebwoy featuring somebody. That Stonebwoy featuring somebody is for a different market. And if we want to even be part of it, he's even made provisions for it, which is Activate. Activate was released here. So that is more there.
But even with another
exactly,
who is not Ghanaian.
So no, our own is Stonebwoy. Our own is not Stonebwoy and Angelique Kidjo. Our own is not Stonebwoy and Dexter Daps. Our own is not Stonebwoy and whoever, or Shaggy or whatever. Our own is Stonebwoy, Stormzy, Shaggy. Our own is Stonebwoy, Avumemlo. That is our own Stonebwoy.
I see.
So yes, the label now has a different vision for Stonebwoy. Mind you, lately they introduced him as an Afro pop and Afrobeat artist. This is not the I always say now this is not the 5-time reggae dancehall artist of the year Stonebwoy that you are seeing. This is a different Stonebwoy. So let's not be too pained and say, oh, Stonebwoy is now seeing himself. No, he has a different vision now. So the fact that he has no Ghanaian featuring on it doesn't mean that he sees himself bigger than any other Ghanaian artist. No, it is just that this particular project is towards a different direction, and
not
yes,
Ghanaian fans.
And also the label involvement is also part. Check the, how do we call it, the features that he has on it. These are label connect. These are not just common features. I have a vibe with you. No, it is a label. Go and collaborate with Stormzy. Go and collaborate with Angelique Kidjo. Go and collaborate with Asumesi and Obintin. And all these people have them label connect song. All these people have them. So it is not about, oh, Stonebwoy, you entered in, you chanced on him in the studio and you had a vibe. This is not vibe. No, you are not. We are not vibing here. This one. So doing it with more or less an indie artist would not be like so cool into whatever vision they are just trying to push. So let's not be pained. This is just label business. This is highly business.
Okay, Chamo.
Yeah.
No Ghanaian artist on the Stonebwoy album. What does it mean?
Well, it means his target is different. It means where he's going. At the moment, he may not need any Ghanaian artist to be on the album. And let me borrow the new word that they are using now, intentional.
You have to be intentional.
Yes, I think he's been intentional to do a work that will be accepted by a lot of people. Not only just Ghanaian market. If you are a Ghanaian and you want to feel Stonebwoy and his craft. He has enough for you to enjoy. But this one, yes, you can enjoy it. But if you are not enjoying it, let the others also have a feel of it. Yes. So I think it's nothing like we should just take it that he's focused. He has a plan, and he's executing it. And so far, so good. Even though there's no Ghanaian in there, but whatever he does about the album, it trends in Ghana. And even other places. That should tell us that he has a plan, and it's working. Yes, so we shouldn't worry ourselves about that one. He has enough songs with some Ghanaians that we can still enjoy, but this particular one is for a purpose. So if no Ghanaian is in there, that why we shouldn't be worried. I mean, unless we don't want him to execute the plans that he has, and we are not in his head, but we are seeing the results. We are seeing the impact of whatever he's planning or whatever he's doing. So we should just stay with it and see the end results. If it doesn't go well or doesn't go the way that we expect it to go, then we can come and criticize or talk about that aspect, that okay, maybe you should have considered a Ghanaian in there or something. But so far, so good, and there's no need for that Ghanaian touch at the moment. And Stonebwoy is in there too. So if you want to feel a Ghanaian, Stonebwoy is a Ghanaian. So the album has a Ghanaian in there. And we should take it like that, yeah.
Well, how do you think his people will take it? Asking his colleague musicians.
Wow, how should they take it? They shouldn't take it.
So let me just do this analysis. So for instance, over the years, we have been with you. We have been playing your shows with you, sometimes even for free. Now you've gotten to a higher pedestal. And instead of you to mention us there, so we also get some mileage, you decided to ignore us. Just as he went for the interview and he decided not to mention any Ghanaian artist name, people will say, hey, so still went two more on call for Ghanaian artists.
So how should he mention the Ghanaian artists in this case, like on the album? Like
maybe have one there, one or two there, so that, because we all know this direction of the album. So if you're on this album, it means there are some benefits you also stand to get.
Of course. So he should jeopardize whatever plans that he has because he has to put a Ghanaian in there.
If you want to push the national agenda.
Yeah, and that, yes, and that's what yes, and that's what we are talking about. If you do that, you are not a business person. You don't deserve to be in the space that he's in now. He can stay in his home, play the music for himself and a few people around him who will enjoy it, and that's fair. But he has decided to go beyond that. He wants to extend to another market. And at this point, he thinks that doing it this way is the way to go. And so far, so good. It's working. But you still be intentional and put Ghanaian in there, even if they don't fit. That will not work. That's not business. After this business, he can come back and do that thing. And so far, I can't even think of anybody that he may want to work with at the moment. So there's no need for that. And
he doesn't have a song with so many people yet.
And why should he have a song with them? That's the point. Is there any reason for him to have song with Ghanaians?
Because they are Ghanaians.
Because they are Ghanaians? No, it doesn't work like that. That's not business. He's doing business. And because we can also say, why is he not even working with other names? Like you can mention other names. Like why is this guy Biniman, one of his biggest songs is with Biniman? Why is Biniman not on this album or something? Like you can have a whole lot to say about it, but now he has the plan and we are just watching the end results. And as I said earlier on, so far so good. So we should just see how far he can go with it. If we have to talk about it later, fine. But so far, I think it's working, so we should just take it like that.
Okay, Abbas will speak finally, and we say goodbye. Yeah.
Brasami, I think he's on the right path. He's a Ghanaian. He's a Ghanaian musician also. So on that list, he's part of the Artist of the Year nominees. So he's still not worn out in the industry. He still have some singles that can compete locally, and definitely those songs will even do well locally, and you'll be able to trade it. I think the direction is going now is more of gather number internationally and bring it home, and everything shows. The one he features in Africa shows the numbers. The one he features in Europe shows the numbers. The one he featured in US shows the numbers. So it's not just about the music alone. It's about the numbers. It's about the money game, and it's also about the ultimate target for every musician across the globe. And the rebranding also shows it's no more just that Ghanaian artist. You can't label Stonebwoy a Ghanaian musician like the rest.
How would you label him?
A global artist.
He's an Afrobeat artist. He's a global artist. You know, he's a Ghanaian, but he's not a Ghanaian artist. He's a global artist. Yeah, man. When he was being talked to at the basketball court, he sat there interviewing like. US normal, and that's how the Nigerian plays the game. They don't like to call them Nigerian Davido. No, this Davido, Afrobeat artist who plays with Chris. Is it Chris Brown? Any Nyonkufu. So that's the way we are playing. So when you finish with the fifth dimension, to be on the fifth level is not easy.
Yeah.
When you finish with the fifth level, and now he has the Grammy. Now Okuramu Chum. Now all the rest can come and feature him. Like the way we are all doing to Angelina Kidjo now.
I'm sure the next time he calls his people for sure they'll go like and say Udu Unya album Papa and the office now.
They will overcome.
That will even be I don't want to say stupid.
They will overcome
for anybody to even think of. It me no, I didn't say that.
You continue.
No,
and you know, wow, bedrooms are there.
No problem.
No problem.
Because that's a baby are oddly aircon. Say any number the fifth dimension is sisu. Now change seat gear now. I'm say any N1 on number N0. Now road near clear. How be a bet me a tapo? Say, see, and be or tapo Angelina, could you say crackeke or yenumpa? And that's one of the things we should be happy for. That we have somebody in our space. I've been saying this thing for long that Ghanaians get to a certain level and they are not hungry anymore. Nigerians, every day whiskey that collect a lot of money, wakes up and say Beyonce collect $24 million. So me too, I for collect. But Ghanaian, when you collect $10,000, no, $100,000. Kwata $1 million is okay. But now you could see Stonebwoy is angry in the sense that he wants before you will say, yes, move friendly legend, you know. You see, they can't tag him legend. Because he's, as at me, at this fifth dimension, I feel like Stonebwoy is a new artist, like up and coming.
Starting.
Yes, it's a fresh, like Sisi and Wapupu on the international level. New artist of the year. Because when he's going to Grammy right now.
His first album on an international
level. And that is good for us. And it allows us renewable energy. It doesn't also allow the rest to be lazy, to be so full of themselves and think they are they. And they need to, let me say this, they need everybody to go angry for them to prosper.
The other one like who?
They know themselves.
They know themselves. But you can't tell me that what Stonebwoy is doing, they are not paying.
Yeah.
The kind of video they are even producing, it shows richness.
Well, we can only end it here for today. Let me say thanks to Intim Dodu Solomon. You can also call him Chemo of Inti Dosu Digital Solutions. Abbas Moise is also here. He is also the boss of Elevate GH as the CEO. Roland Amate, Roland Report, also event publicist, talent manager, and one of our pundits here. To Digital Rasta Currency, he is the man in charge of camera. Richie Flex is the editor. He's the director of the show as well. Until then, keep watching Sammy Flex TV. Subscribe to us if you've not done that, because this is the home of quality show-based information. You might disagree, agree with us, and that is allowed. Put down your commentary. Let's read some of them, but make sure you don't abuse anybody like you guys did yesterday. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you when I see you. We're out of here. Bye-bye.